Hello guys and welcome to another video. Before we get started, I can't tell if you guys can tell, but I'm a little sick, so I might sound a little different. But today we're going to be playing Age of Sorcery, and I'm going to be showing you all the spells you can get before you go into a faction and specialize into one spell route. Okay, so I'm going to start off with thank you. Okay, well, if I load it in. Okay, so when you start off, you're gonna start at level 0. What you want to do is you're gonna want to come to this store, Oliver's store, and with Oliver, you're going to buy a sorcerer's book, sorry, and a wooden magic staff, staff, whatever. And then this is how you're going to get started. And to level up, you're going to turn on your PvP by going here, and then there's a PvP option here, and then by pressing it, I'll turn on my PvP, and by pressing it again, I'll turn off my PvP. So casting spells will give you experience, as that's a good way early game to level up. But then throughout the game, you're going to want to do other things. For example, potion crafting. So to brew potions, you just want to go here and you want to see what it requires. And then if you remember what it requires, you can go to this person and then you can buy those materials here. Okay, so now that's out of the way. When we have our spell book, we're going to have all these different spells. So obviously these are going to be your specialties, like your specialization spells. So then you have to be this. So these are all the spells that you can get without going into any specialization. You just have to rank up, and to get into a rank, I'll show you now. Let me go get a broom so I can also show you guys what the broom does. Give me 1 sec. Also, the game, I feel like it's really loud. Let me maybe turn down the volume. Give me 1 sec. Okay, the broom is gonna become one of your good friends. So holding the broom, if you just click, it's going to sweep. But if you type in chat, you're going to be able to fly. I'm just going to show you where you can enroll for being a student. So in here, when there's an admin, or I'm not sure what they're called, but when there's like an admin person online, you'll go into this room, there'll be a book here, and you can sign up. And then if you pass, then here are all like the class times and everything. Note it's in EST real time, so I just did this class, so I had to wait. I think I woke up and then I waited for 5 hours or something in real life to be able to attend this class. Let's see what this person wants. Hello. Note, the highest level you can get is 250, but, 1 sec. See, this is why I'm making this video. There you go. Okay, so then, as I said, the highest level you can get is 250, but some factions can go higher than 250. So I'm right now level 205, so I've unlocked everything but one spell, which, I mean, it's just one spell, so it's fine. Okay, but we're going to take our broom, we're going to just to showcase his abilities without getting hit by every single corner, because that does happen quite often in this game. Let's just fly over to this island. Let's go. nice open flat area. Okay, so to cast spells, you're either going to use your spell wheel here, in which you can edit what spell is here, or you can open your spell book. Oops, what was that? Open your spell book, and then here you're going to see Earth Boulder and da-da-da-da-da. So you're going to have access to these 3 when you start off, and that's how you're going to start leveling up. So I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. So Earth Boulder. Just turn on PvP. There we go. Earth Boulder, sorry. So then when I click, it's going to boom, and then I can move this boulder. And obviously if there's a target, I can target, and then that would be. Okay, next spell, we have Fireball. Same thing, I can move it. I think I can actually, oh well, now I can't move it anymore. So there is a duration on how long you can move it for. Like here it's gone, and then I can look back. It'll come back to me, but then after some time, it's just going to go off. You can't control it indefinitely. Okay, Water Sling. So it's a little water bubble thingy. And note that here there's also the words for these spells. For example, Fireball is Ignis. Since I have Water Sling good right now, if I just type in chat Ignis, that will now make me do the Fireball. So if you have the brain power to remember how spells and all of that are spelled, then go ahead. But if you don't, just put them in your wheel, or either just come here and press it. Okay, once you're level 15, you're going to unlock 3 new abilities: Earth Pillar, Fire Pillar, and Lightning Strike. Starting with Earth Pillar, this is literally going to summon a pillar of earth. Quite powerful, not very, but decent. Okay, next we have Fire Pillar. Lightning Strike. So yeah, these are good for kind of distance fighting, where the target is kind of standing somewhat still, or you can predict where they're going. Yeah, so that's the level 15. Moving on, 25, we have Fire Barrier and Lightning Bolt. The Fire Barrier is fire barrier, so it literally casts like a circle around you. I'm protected, and then if somebody's in here with me, they'll also be protected from external damage. Okay, Lightning Bolt. So this is going to be your best friend when it comes to leveling up, as it has the shortest cooldown. And it's actually quite good even late game. What is going on here? But yeah, it's quite good. It does quite a fair amount of damage, and it does do quite a bit of damage as well. Okay, next we have the healing abilities. So I'm gonna start with self-healing, and then we're gonna go find somebody to use the other healing on. So self-healing does what it says. It heals you. But then let's go to the island. Hopefully there's no crazy people there. Okay, and we are here. So let's select healing. So now you just want to find somebody that has PvP on. Which can actually be quite challenging, because a lot of people don't turn PvP on. Aha, I I see spells being casted. I'm coming for you. Hello. What level are you? 9. So I'm gonna click on them. It's going to stop them in place. It's gonna heal them. Not sure if you guys saw that well. Hey. And then it heals them. Okay, so I'm just going to stay around people here. Sure. We have found somebody to help out for the video, which is going to be nice. So next we have light projection. You do you, bruh. Light projection literally just projects light. It's like, yeah, it's quite basic. And then we have light barrier, which creates a barrier. Wait for this light projection to go away really quick. Give it a sec. Almost there. There we go. We have light barrier. It literally just creates a little barrier around you. And then if you stand close to people, it will make a barrier with you and them. So let's wait the 3, 2, 1. Now we're both in this barrier, so nobody outside can hurt us, but if this person inside wanted to, they could hurt me. Okay. Next we have Arcane with Interpretation. So this is going to be really useful because people like PvP. Literally wherever you click, you TP. Long range. Not crazy long, but still a decent long range amount. And then we have telekinesis. So this, I believe, is going to get buffed. But basically, you have I've just told them that they should heal whenever they need to. That's telekinesis. Then we have ice shard, which is actually really good. Because even if I don't cast it on this person, even if I cast it here, for example, just because they're close enough, they will get the damage from it. Okay, so Crow Transformation. I'm not going to show you this because I can't remember these, and once you transform, you have to remember how to de-transform. But basically, you type this in chat, you transform into a crow, and then you type this in chat to transform out. And then, yeah, so that's the crow stuff. Keep in mind, when you're a crow, you can't cast spells, and you cannot open your spell book or anything. You're literally just a crow. So this is the ability I don't have, which is Fire Beam. It's quite strong. So the amulet enchantment is basically if you have an amulet. Okay, so let me put it on. If you have an amulet, you can use the enchantment hello. Basically just gives me additional health, but the enchantment, where is it? There we go. So I can just change the color of this. So I'm gonna change it to purple, and press finish, and then now it's just like a purple amulet. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the spells that you have to buy. So first we have wind blast. So it's literally blast of wind, and then you can use it as well. Moves quite quickly. If we aim at it, doesn't do crazy amounts of damage, but yeah, it's wind blast. Then we have wind pulse, which is like a ground pound, pushes people away from you, which is good if you need people to move away. Okay, now we're gonna go into the dark matter stuff. So, Wheel of Corruption. So you're gonna need this when, like, you use dark magic. It corrupts the user, So when I use Veil of Corruption, it's going to slam it, and then it's gonna like cleanse me in a sense. So I'm actually going to put these spells here, just so it's easier for me to use. Okay, there we go. Okay, so then we have Dark Matter, which is literally just like a big orb. And then if I use it enough, I keep using it, give it a sec, you're gonna notice I'm going to start going, yeah, there we go. So it's gonna do this, and if I do not cleanse it, then I'm gonna start hearing voices in my head. My screen starts to turn like blackish. Yeah, so it just keeps on getting worse because it's like feeding off of your soul or whatever, something like that. I don't actually really know. So then, yeah, no, it's feeding off of your soul. Okay, I think the voices are talking. I can't really hear the game. There we go. So now it's like talking, and it's like trade me your soul, I think is what it's saying. I think. So then yeah, as you can see, my screen is like a different color and everything, but then once I use the Veil of Corruption, this cleanses me. And then now I'm back. Okay, and then we have Life Siphoning. So damage me, please. Are you there? Sweetie. Honey, I'm home. Hello. 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 There we go. Keep going. Two more. Okay. So now if I use a life siphon, I'm going to cast a thing and literally drain from them. And then as you can see, that does quite a bit of damage. That's one of the spells that do, I think, one of the most damage. Let me heal this person because my next one, I'm pretty sure, also does quite a bit of damage. Okay, and then lastly, we have the Dragon Flame. So the Dragon Flame spawns like a huge dragon. Breathes fire and then makes them not able to cast for a little bit. But yeah, so that's kind of all the spells that you can get without going into a faction, minus obviously the level 250 spell. And a special thanks to whoever this is. If you end up seeing this video, thank you. Thank you. You know who you are. I had no clue. I literally just met you, but thank you so much. And I'll see you guys on the next adventure. Peace.